Okay, I'm putting together a short video showing off this 200 watt Barton high voltage amp. It is essentially a high watt DR201 clone with KT88s, but with a bunch of other features to it. Um, you have master gain as well as a foot switchable dirt channel, bass, middle treble, and presence for an EQ, a bass boost switch, and then a gain switch that is another way to access the foot switchable gain. Disabled that, so it's just the foot switchable gain, plugging a 1/4 inch cable into a foot switch on the front panel. Then you have the preamp, normal, and I guess we call it bright on here, normal and bright channel, where you get to blend the gains together if you use the link. You have an input for normal, link, and for bright, depending on how you want to run this. There's an effects loop on the back, and there's also a soft and grid switch on the back that changes the negative feedback of the amp and how the amp responds with its breakup. So I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to run through some stuff real quick. I'll show you some of the capabilities. So I'm playing slightly down-tuned and drop B with a electrical guitar company Travis Bean copy using the Barton high voltage 200 into a high watt cab loaded with warehouse guitar speakers. So I'm not going to crank the amp, but I can get it cooking quite a bit. Got a little reverb on there. So this is the amp just clean on the clean channel into the normal input. I'm going to sweep through the normal input gain. Then I'll go to the bright channel gain. Then I'll link them together and sweep through them. You can see the settings I have here, just the preferred settings that I have, and I'll turn on the bass boost. Back to right. Now to the link. Before having the bass boost switched on, so I'm going to switch that on now. So as you can tell, huge difference with the bass boost on. It's a feature I wanted to add it. Basically getting rid of like an EQ pedal in front of the amp that I would normally use to beef up a 201, which is already really beefy. So we're still going into the link channel with the bass boost. I'm going to turn the bass boost off. And we're going to go to the foot switchable gain channel. So with the foot switch, it is completely separate, but shares the same EQ points and responds to the gain. But this, without the foot switch engaged for the boost, it has no effect. So I'll show it, I'll roll up the volume with it, and I'll mess around with the gain. for the bright and the normal since we're in the link, and then I will turn on the bass boost as well. But didn't feed back when I was on the boost channel, even with the boost pretty high up. I'm going to change the switch on the back, the negative feedback switch, to go from soft to grit now, and run through similar settings with everything so you can hear. Tied into the change in negative feedback and where we have the gain set for the preamp. Having the bass boost on the front end. It really brings a ton of low end out of the circuit like this. Then I'll turn the bass boost on. The guitar ends up sounding like a baritone or a bass. Sounds like you're turning a smaller cab into something that's really alive. But this has a lot of wattage to it, 4KT88, so you want to make sure that your speakers can handle it. Go back and forth one more time. I'll start with it without the grit switch on, so on soft, and then I'll switch it to grit. soft. I'll do a quick rundown of it with some modulation, so with some reverb and delay. Obviously, it's a DR201 clone built by Caleb over in Oregon. So this thing's just going to eat pedals. Pedal. I'll use a Earthquaker Westwood. The level up the gain about halfway, so you can hear what it's like with an overdrive pedal. So by itself. It's an awesome amp. I have two of them. And that's the only reason I'm getting rid of one of them. So check out the listing, ask me some questions, let me know what you think. Thank you.